Okay, so we're doing Streetcar Named Desire. I'm Carter Griffin playing Stanley. Jennifer
Myers
playing Stella. And Marisol Garcia playing Blanche.
Honey, it's Blanche's birthday.
Here?
In the bathroom.
Washing out some things.
I reckon so.
Temperature 100 on the nose. And she soaks herself in a hot tub.
She says it cools her off in the evening.
And you went out and get her a Coke, I suppose. And temperature run back she in the tub. Sit down here a minute.
Stanley, I've got things to do.
Sit down.
Stanley.
I got the dope on your face. It's just stuff.
Don't pick on Blanche.
That girl calls me calm.
Stanley, lately you've been doing all you can think of to rub her the wrong way. And you've got to realize that Blanche and I grew up under very different circumstances than you did.
So I've been told. And told and told and told. You must be feeling this kind of lies.
No, I don't.
Well, she has her. Now the cat's out of the bag. Found some things.
What things?
Things I already suspected. And now I have had them checked by the most reliable sources. It's a Larry bird, huh?
Keep it down. Now please tell me quietly what you found out about my sister.
Okay. Lie number 1. All the screams that she puts on. You share the lies with being dementia. He thought she had never been more hit by a fellow. Sister Blanche is no Billy. Some good as she is.
What have you heard and who from?
A supply man down the planet goes out to law every 3 years. Him and everyone else in the town of Laurel knows all about her. You know, she was famous at Laurel. That she was the president of the United States. Only she is not respected by any party. Yeah, this apartment stops in the hotel.
I was only a paper mill, floating over
What
a
about the
dark
flamingo?
sea.
The Flamingo is a second-class hotel, which has the advantage in not interfering with the private socializer of any of the personalities there. But even the Flamingo was impressed by Dame Blanche. In fact, they were so impressed that they asked her to join in her boom key for permanently. Let's have a couple resources show you.
My sister lived at Belle Reeve.
This is after the home place has lived with her lily white fingers. She moved the flamingo. Honey, I see how you'd be upset by this. She pulled the wool over your eyes just as much as she's.
It's pure invention. There's not a word of truth in it. And if I were a man, and this creature did something to invent such thing, I would...
Honey, I told you, I thoroughly checked on the stories. Wait till I finish. The reason that the problem with Dame Blanche is that she couldn't put her acting anymore on Laurel. They went on 2 or 3 dates with her. Then they quit. Then she moved on to the next one. Same old line, same old act, same old hoop. The town was too small for this to go on forever. And eventually, she became a town character. Regarded as not only crazy, downright loco. Nuts. And that's what she's here this summer. Washed up like boys and visiting royalty. This is practically told by the man to get out of town. Yeah, you know there's an army camp in the law, and it's just one of the places called Out of Bounds.
I'd be make-believe if you believe in me.
What contemptible lies!
Okay, brings us to lie number 2.
I don't want to hear any more of this.
She had no intention of returning to school. In fact, I'm willing to bet that she had no idea of going back to law. She didn't quit. She didn't temporarily resigned from the school because of her nerves, no sir, Bob. They kicked her out of the school before the spring term ended. And I hate to tell you the reason that the step was taken. This means a 17-year-old boy got mixed up.
It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as funny as
This is making me sick.
The boy's dad learned about it and got in touch with the high school superintendent. Oh boy, I would have loved to be in the office when dang Lance called on the car. I would have loved to see her try to squirm out of that one. They had her on the hook good and proper. And she knew the jig was up. Yep. They told her she better move out to some fresh territory. Yeah. It was practically a town ordinance against her.
Stella!
Yes, Blanche?
Can you get me another towel to dry my hair with? I just washed it.
Yes, Blanche.
What's the matter, honey?
Matter? Why?
You have such a strange expression on your face.
Oh, I guess I'm a little tired.
Why don't you bathe too? As soon as I get out?
How soon is that going to be?
Not so terribly long. Possess your soul in patience.
It's not my soul, it's my kidneys I'm worried about.
I don't believe all that stuff your supply man said, and I think he was mean and wrong to tell them. It may be that some of the things he said are partly true. There are things about my sister I don't approve of. Things that cost sorrow on hope. She was always flighty. But when she was young, very young, she married a boy who wrote poetry. He was extremely good looking. Blanche didn't just love him, but worshipped the ground he walked on, adored him, and thought him almost too fine to be human. But then she found out that
What?
this beautiful and talented young man was a degenerate. Didn't your supply man give you that information?
All we discussed was recent history. This was a pretty long time ago.
Yes, it was. A pretty long time ago.
How many cans put in that cake?
I'll stop at 25. We asked Mitch to come over for cake and ice cream.
Wouldn't be that's Mitchell than that.
Why?
She's a buddy of mine. We're in the same outfit. Two 41st engineers. We're in the same club, now the same
Stanley
boys.
Kowalski, did you repeat what that?
Goddamn right I told him. I would have that on my conscience the rest of my life. If I knew all that stuff, and my
Is
best friend
Mitch
get
through
caught.
with her?
Nah, I don't think it's necessarily.
I said, is Mitch through with her?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily through with her. Just wise stuff.
Stanley, Blanche thought Mitch was going to marry her. And I was hoping so too.
Well, he's not gonna marry her. Maybe he was, but he's not gonna jump in a tank with a school of sharks now, is he? Yo, Blanche! Oh, Blanche! Can I please get in my bathroom?
Just 1 minute, sir. Can you wait 1 second while I dry?
I will wait 1 hour. I guess 1 second I'll pass in a hurry.
Oh, I feel so cool and good. A nice long bath. I feel so rested.
Do you, Blanche?
Yes, I do. What's the matter? Something has happened.
Why, nothing has happened, Blanche.
You're lying. Something has.